It's Madden NFL 24, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Chargers on Thursday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Well, they're brought out by a former #1 overall pick coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Hunt will try going up the middle. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 3. Ayuk goes in motion. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Short throw to Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one deep for London. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against them. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start. Offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Goff. Over the middle, caught by London. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Herbert now. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you want to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it second down and 11. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now a play fake, and it's gone. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders heading out to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go again with Pierce. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll to be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Back to throw, Goff. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Dexter Lawrence, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
3rd and 19. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Goff. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well. And they free kick it from the 20 now. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Pierce now up the middle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left, and they'll run it here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Raiders at 10-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or here's a diving catch right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, you clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That throw right side here going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, Herbert being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Alex Highsmith able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Returnable for Grant. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from second and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators? They say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On is the Chargers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 38. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's Goff. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Gone. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now it's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Marvin Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Moody good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen, and it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here comes Grant on the return. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now 3rd down and very long. From the gun, here's Goff. Short throw to Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by London. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. Here's a 2nd and 5. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throw caught by Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 21-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Goff. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Herbert on 1st down now. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught by Laporta. And he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Herbert now. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To the air again, Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Herbert.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run with Hunt. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So now London down by 7. A minute 50 to play. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Throwing Herbert. Connecting with Renfro. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Los Angeles, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.